there's just a lot going on. I am still mad at you. Hey guys, welcome back. So got another new at the drugstore video for y'all today. So today is gonna be all about new goodies from Wet n Wild. And I think I'm probably gonna have another one of these videos at some point because I placed this order, I've been trying out these goodies, and then I have some reviews to share with y'all on this stuff. And then I went ahead and placed another order. So I have some more goodies coming that I'll be able to try out and share reviews with y'all on those things too. So probably gonna have another one of these at some point. So that'll be coming. But for now, I have some goodies to share with y'all. I'm gonna run through them, show you some swatches, let you know my thoughts on them, and just do a little what's new at the drugstore video. So let's get to it. Alrighty, so first off, they have a new foundation. This is what the box looks like. This is what the actual foundation looks like. So this is the Mega Cushion Foundation SPF 15. It says contains natural coconut derivative, liquid foundation in a cushion compact, luminous, lightweight, and buildable, hydrating formula. And then it says sponge applicator sits on a plastic separator. So kind of explaining the situation on what's inside of here. So I got the color 106A Light Ivory. It says it's light and neutral. I can't remember if that was the lightest or the second lightest, but I usually go with one of those two when I order a foundation online. It's usually the safest bet. When I'm putting it on, it doesn't seem super light on me, but right now I'm looking pretty pale. So it might be a little bit light for me, but I don't know if the next color would have worked better. But that's what I got, 106A Light Ivory. Okay, so you open it up. There is a mirror back here. I went ahead and kept this little cover on it because then I can just show it without blinding you and having to worry about it. Then there's a little sponge thing here, and then you open it up and it's like, you know, a typical cushion foundation. And this is kind of like covering up the little cushion with the foundation in there underneath. So I keep this on. For some reason, I'll just lift it and then like pat a brush in it. So that's why I left that there. I go ahead and leave it on there. Okay, so I've tried this out several times and I do have it on today. I'm a little bit confused by the claims that it says contains natural coconut derivative and then that it says luminous and hydrating. Definitely think it's lightweight and buildable for sure. Like a light coat, it's just kind of like a get out the door, super sheer coverage sort of a situation. So yes, definitely lightweight and buildable. But luminous, I really would not call this luminous and definitely not hydrating. The first time I used it, it might have depended on like the skincare I was using with it, like the night before, kind of how hydrated my skin was. The first day I didn't notice it being quite so dry looking, but today, like I can see little dry patches right here and on my forehead is looking kind of dry. So I found that I kind of need to bring in my Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten, which is kind of a buttery sort of a powder, to kind of give my skin some hydration. And I'm more normal. I'm not dry. I'm not even normal to like combo dry or anything like that. If anything, I'm normal combo moving towards oily. So this does not feel hydrating on my skin. I don't dislike it. Like I'll say that. I really don't. I like that it's buildable. I like that it's light. I just kind of have to tweak what I do with it to help it not look dry on my skin. So I really would not say luminous or hydrating, but I do definitely think it's a nice lightweight foundation. The cushion is fun. It's something different. But I would call it more of a satin matte finish on the skin is what it looks like on me, at least. That's what I've experienced with it. As far as how it wears, I think it wears pretty good. If anything, I notice a few more dry patches showing up, but I don't start to get oily. Actually, I think my oils kind of help it look even better. So overall, this isn't my favorite foundation I've ever used. I think the claims are a little bit confusing. It's not my favorite, but I don't hate it. It's kind of right in between. I think it's okay. Alrighty, I have quite a few eyeshadows to show you. So first off, a couple of singles. So they've apparently reformulated their singles. So I got one in just the regular and then one that's kind of the glittery one. So the regular one is in Nutty. So the packaging is, you know, basically the same. It just doesn't have the little, it used to have some kind of like, you know, dips in it and like a design in it. At least last time I bought one. This one doesn't. So Nutty is just a really pretty, really kind of natural taupey shade. Very pretty, easy everyday color. So that one is Nutty. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this one for you. The glitter one that I got is Nudecomer. And I got this one because it looked like it was less like chunky glitter, and when I've tried these in the past, I've not been a fan of them, but I thought I would give it a go again. I have not tried this on my eyes, so this is a first impression on this one. I'll have to follow up with you guys on this one specifically. And honestly, the reason I haven't is because I don't think it's gonna go well. Like, it feels the same as the other ones did. That kind of just, it's in kind of like a gel, sort of a, I don't know, some kind of a base of like a gel. And I think that's just gonna crease immediately on me. The other ones did, so that's why I haven't tried it yet, is because I've always been having to go somewhere after I do my makeup, so I don't want my makeup to be looking weird. So anyway, there's Nutty. I think Nutty feels very nice, like a nice creamy texture to it, so I think those are really nice. I liked the other ones before, but this seems nice too. That one, still not a fan of that. Like, I don't want my eyeshadows to feel like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with regular powder or something else that they have, which I'm excited to share with you in a second. And then they have new Color Icon eyeshadow quads. So this is what it says about these. It says, our improved eyeshadow formula ups the ante on pigmentation with a mix of shimmery go-tos and matte transition shades to blend into the creases of your eyelids. Each shade glides on effortlessly and blends like a dream. We've taken out the guesswork by noting where to apply each hue. So I had a major battle with these little things. I am still mad at you because when you open them, okay, there was sticky stuff down here, there was sticky stuff on the side, so it took me forever to get all the sticky stuff off and actually get into the thing. And then I realized I took off the names because the names, I guess, were right here, I assume, because the names are nowhere on them anymore. Like, at least not that I can find, so I don't know, but I looked up the names. Okay, so this one right here, this first one is Petalette. This next one is Silent Treatment. Let me double check. Yes, Silent Treatment. And then this third one that I got is something about vinyl. Hooked on Vinyl. So you can see they kind of redid like the layout, like these are a 4 versus like the 3, or I think they had the 5s before. So these are a 4 eyeshadow situation. So you get 4, it's a quad. Okay, so swatches. So right here, this one is Petalette, that one is Silent Treatment, and this one is Hooked on Vinyl. So there are all those swatches. I really, really like these. I think these are very impressive. I've used them multiple times. I liked Wet n Wild's eyeshadows before. I thought they were really, really good. These are, how they differ, they're still a little bit soft and powdery, but definitely better than they used to be. I think they definitely have a lot less kick up, a lot less fallout. Still a little bit, but I mean, for the price, these are $2.99. Awesome. Awesome eyeshadow quads. I would definitely recommend them. I think this one's really fun. Something different, which is, I already forgot. Hooked on Vinyl. Hooked on Vinyl. I really like that one. So I am wearing a little bit of Hooked on Vinyl. I have a little bit of that color, which is the transition shade. So it does have the little parts labeled. You know, it'll have like transition, brow bone, eyelid, crease, but as soon as you rub a brush over that or like swatch, it'll go away. So it's just kind of like right on top, just to give you a little idea of how to use these, but there are no makeup rules. You can use them however you want. But overall, super impressed with these. For $3, absolutely, they're great. Okay, before I move on to the bigger palettes, I wanted to show you a little side-by-side of the old Silent Treatment versus the new one. So you can see, same sort of like feel and idea to it, but obviously this one has 4 versus the 3, so they added this nice transition shade. So I like this one better. I think the formula is just better. It's nice that you get that additional shadow there. So yeah, a little like side-by-side look. And the Tin Pan palettes look like this. So I grabbed a couple of them. The nice thing about these is that the name is on the back, so you can remove the little stickies and still know what the heck your eyeshadow palette is called. And I have no idea why this one little sticky got to stay, but he's the one lone sticky that's still around. So, and on the one palette that I didn't need to keep it around because the name is on the back. But anyway, the name is on the back so you can know what your eyeshadow palettes are called. So what the heck are these called? What did I get? This one is Rosé in the Air. It's a really pretty warm toned palette. And then this one is Comfort Zone. So I grabbed my old Comfort Zone so I could show you a little side-by-side comparison. So this is the new Comfort Zone, obviously, and this is the old one. So really the main difference is that you have those nice transition shades, which is great because transition shades were totally missing from this one. So you have two options there, that kind of nice mustardy camel color and then that kind of like rosy burgundy sort of a shade. So I love that they added the transition colors in this one. I like the formula better of this one. I loved this palette. I still love that palette, but this one is just easier to work with. It's not as powdery. It is still a little bit powdery, but not as bad, and still just really, really beautiful. And then you have those transition shades, which is awesome. So this one right over here, swatched, is Rosé in the Air, and then this one over here is Comfort Zone. And the metallics, I applied those dry. All of them are applied dry, but those would be even more intense with some kind of a mixing medium, setting spray, MAC Fix Plus, something like that. So even more intense. So I really like these. Rosé in the Air, if you have been eyeing the Modern Renaissance palette, I think this definitely has that same sort of feel to it, just with those kind of like, you know, reddish burgundy colors and then that kind of orangey shade. It's very reminiscent of that palette. So if you've thought about that palette and not wanted to spend the money on it because that's a high price point, this is awesome. These are $4.99, great quality, beautiful colors in there. I do have this on my eyes today. My makeup look is like all over the place. I don't even know what went on here, but I was just putting all kinds of things on my face. So there's really no rhyme or reason or any kind of like everything going together. It's just all over the place. But anyway, I played with this one and really, really love this. These have been getting a lot of buzz and attention. These are new liquid highlighters. These are the Mega Glow Hello Halo liquid highlighters, and they are $5.99 each, and it says about them, says, intense is the name of the game with this buildable liquid highlighter that delivers a multi-shimmer glow thanks to its shimmering pearl pigments. The hydrating formula is infused with powerhouses like Muru seed butter, Muru seed butter, grapeseed oil, and vitamin E to help smooth out the skin's texture. You'll look radiant even after a sleepless night. So I got a couple different colors. I got Halo Gorgeous and I got Halo Graphic. So I'm actually wearing both of these today. I'm wearing Halo, already forgot, Halo Gorgeous, kind of as like a blush topper. There's just a lot going on. So as a blush topper, I've got that one on, and then I've got Halo Graphic on higher. So yeah, just wanted to play with a lot of different things today. So I think these are really, really pretty. So this feels like almost glass to me. Like it sounds like glass, it feels heavy like glass. If it's plastic, it's like a really thick, glassy kind of, you know, feeling plastic. I don't know what it is, but it almost feels like glass to me. I can't really tell. So as far as what these are, Halo Gorgeous is kind of like a light champagne pink color. And then Halo Graphic is really, I mean, so cool. Halo Graphic is, I feel like, the must-have from the group. I mean, I don't have the other ones, but of the two, I feel like this is the must-have because this is so unique and amazing. So there is Halo Gorgeous and there is Halo Graphic. I hope you can see the duochrome of it because this is crazy duochromy. It looks like it's going to be white, but then it has this really strong like lavender, purple, pink shift to it. It's amazing. This one's just a really pretty like metallic-y pink, like a metallic-y pink. They're both really pretty. They do feel, I mean, they do feel kind of oily. Like, I know that sounds bad, but even on my skin here, like they feel very hydrating. So I could see these definitely working for people that have drier skin, but I mean, I'm more normal and they worked great for me. So I applied this one with a small stipple brush and kind of went like that. And then this one I applied it with just a synthetic small, I think it's actually an eyeshadow brush, just because I wanted like concentrated application. But these are beautiful. They really do catch the light. They just look gorgeous on the skin. I did notice a little bit of fading when I wore them kind of later in the day. I had to apply them a little bit more. I wonder though if I topped them with something, I think that would definitely help set them so that they would last a little bit longer. So I don't necessarily think that they stain the cheeks, and it's probably because they're more on the hydrating side. But I do really love how they look on the skin, and I think setting them would help with the longevity. And it wasn't like bad. It wasn't like it disappeared quickly, but I just didn't notice that they were super duper long wearing. So yeah, I really, really like these. I'm excited to like try out more colors because I think they're really cool. Really pretty highlighters. So I totally saved the best for last. I think that these are absolutely the standout new product from Wet n Wild, at least for me. These are my favorite new thing for sure. These are the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Liquid Eyeshadows. They are $4.99 each, and it says, like a curve-hugging catsuit for your eyes, this liquid eyeshadow sweeps onto your lids for a high-impact color that lasts at least 9 lives. All eyes will be on you with this shimmery liquids multi-dimensional effect that hugs every contour of your eye and dries down matte for long-lasting wear. So I got a couple different shades, and then I've ordered a few more shades because I like these so much. So first off, this kind of like really interesting looking gold. It's almost like an old gold, like a greenish gold. This one is Goldilux, and then this one is kind of like a taupey, bronzy sort of a color. This one is Cashmere Love. I have both of these on my eyes today. Oh my goodness, I love these. Let me get you some swatches. If you are a fan of these Stila Magnificent Metals, I think we have a pretty good drugstore dupe. I mean, I think these really are in that same sort of family and give pretty similar sort of effects on the eyes. They're maybe not quite as glittery, not quite as shimmery, but they're getting there for sure. So that one is Goldilux and that one is Cashmere Love. So you can see they do have that nice shimmery effect to them. This one has a little bit more of an opaque base to it, but it's got that metallic look to it, that shimmer to it. So fun. And I feel like the shimmer comes out more on the eyes than they do in a swatch. So you can see it on my eyes, just how shimmery it does look. And I think once you kind of like blend it, that kind of like helps with that. So what I do is I use the applicator to apply it. I use some kind of a flat synthetic sort of a brush to kind of get the shape, and then I'll go back in with my finger. So I kind of like play with them, and I think they're fun to play with. Really beautiful. I do have some little bits of shimmer on my face, so I think there is a little bit of glitter fallout with them. I don't notice a ton, but if that's something that really bugs you, I do want to note that I do notice a little bit of that with this. I also notice that with the Stila Magnificent Metals, just a tiny bit with those. It's not enough to bother me at all because I feel like any glitter product I use on my eyes, I get a little bit on my face, you know? Just kind of happens. It doesn't really bug me, but I know that's definitely a game changer for some people that drives them bananas. So notice it a little bit with these, maybe a tinge more than I do with the Magnificent Metals from Stila, but for the price difference, I think these are an awesome, like, comparable product. If you've wanted to try those, give these a shot. I think they're beautiful. I love them. All right, guys, so that wraps up this video. So I hope that you really enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful for you. Please hit a thumbs up if it was, and let me know down below if you've tried any new goodies from Wet n Wild. Let us know your thoughts down below. I would love to know what your experience has been with those products. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.